going on, guys? Tony here. Welcome back to Shed Talk, Season 3, Episode 3. We got a lot of cool things to talk about today. I have a great guest here. We got Chase, IceWaterChase, the man himself, the man behind the camera, and there's another guy behind the camera. There are actually two other guys behind the camera, but there's a lot of people that are here that's what they do. So, well, actually, no. Nick's here to blow smoke, so literally. But anywho, yeah, so we're gonna learn a little bit about Chase, but I do have a cool announcement today. I've been talking with a business recently, and as some of you can see, I have some Voodoo Rangers up there. The reason actually is because I have a sponsorship. Well, not I, we have a sponsorship with Ace Distributing. They are a leading beverage wholesaler out of Wrightsville, PA. Shout out Lancaster County. They represent about 350 brands of different booze, suppliers from about 1,400 different direct retail partners. They cover a lot of the counties around here, but I mean, let's be real. How excited are we that we have a sponsor? First, second now, obviously with Jay, but we're growing, we're doing cool things, and we're gonna talk a little bit about what you're up to. So let's kick it off. What have you been up to? Tell them a little bit about you.
My name's Chase. I go by IceWaterChase. I have a twin. I make videos. I'm a videographer, video editor. Oh man, I'm sorry.
An avid Kanye fan.
Yeah, I'm an avid Kanye fan, but I don't really want to talk about him now.
It's okay. We'll talk about what you love to do. So,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, what guy I've obviously seen you, posting a lot of cool videos, a lot of
Mm,
different people. I mean, you've definitely shot for some pretty sick people out
mm.
there. So, what got you into it? What got you started?
Um, I used to make music. I used to rap,
Okay.
and I wanted a video for one of my songs, and I tried getting the video done, and nobody wanted to do it for me. So I was just like, you know what? I'll just do it myself.
Okay.
And then me and Jameson, we shot it on my phone, and then I just edited it on my laptop.
That's pretty sick.
Mm,
Now, like you literally just you kind of pick a software, you figure out what's the best. Like, how do you go about all of that stuff?
um, well, when I went to college, I had this internship, and then I used Photoshop, so I kind of like I knew about Adobe and I knew about Premiere, and I was like, and I know Premiere was like the best one in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's what I've heard. I mean, he honestly Neil's recommended it to me because
Mm,
like I've started learning how very small little things about editing.
mm,
Like Neil helps me set everything up and then I do all the cuts and I've always wanted to teach myself. So it's like,
mm,
obviously it's a tedious thing and honestly Neil doesn't have to go through listening to me for, 30, 40 minutes or
mm,
longer because obviously editing takes forever. But I'm very, very much an advocate of Adobe. Trust me,
mm.
that's
Adobe
very
really is
easy
the
to learn,
best.
to be honest.
Mm,
Like, obviously, there's a lot of different like key functions and like
mm,
commands and all that. I'm like, it's a lot, but like if you figure out the basics, you're
mm.
good. But your videos are sick, so.
Appreciate it. I watched like probably like 1,000 hours of YouTube tutorials. I was just like all day, every day. I would just watch YouTube tutorials. I would just have like a one window up on one side and just go back and forth from Premiere and YouTube
That's
like all
interesting.
day, every day.
How many monitors do you have? Just two?
I have one.
Oh shit! That
Yeah.
okay. That's even more impressive. He's
Just on
he's
my
out here
laptop.
brushing off his shoulder. I just use one. Damn, nah. See, when I even when I work, I have
Mm,
to have two monitors. I'm
mm,
always like, there's one thing here. You got to plug and play, plug. Oh my god, that's all day long for me.
mm.
But that's a recruiting game. But anywho, what goes into making a video? I mean, from start to finish. Obviously, they got to send you and give you ideas, right?
Yeah. It's like at first they hit me up, and then I ask them if they have any ideas for the song. And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. When they don't, we'll like brainstorm, we'll like FaceTime and brainstorm, come up with ideas for some stuff. But I like it when they have an idea. It makes it a lot easier.
Yeah,
It's like,
obviously,
yeah.
yeah.
And then like whenever they come to me with an idea, we just pick a location and we kind of just make it happen.
There you go. So you go out, shoot the videos, and actually edit like you do from start to finish.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite spots that you shot at?
I like filming in Philly a lot. I
I saw
think,
you did Matto X or whatever. That
yeah,
was that
Mad
was pretty
Alex,
sick. That
yeah,
was sick.
yeah. We did that one in Philly. I like the scenery in Philly a lot. I feel like every single place in Harrisburg has been filmed. Like
It's a
Every
small,
single
small
yeah.
city. I mean, just
Mhm.
like the city of itself is
Mhm.
so obviously there's a lot to it. There's a lot going on. But like
Mhm.
you're so right. Like
Mhm.
Philadelphia has so many different districts. Like you can go 20 minutes one way, 20 minutes the other, and
Mhm.
you're still in the city in a completely different part of
It
town.
looks so different too.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
beautiful. I mean, what's your favorite part of Philly?
I like Chinatown.
Chinatown. All right. I mean,
Yeah.
see, I would have said Fishtown. And
Mhm.
shout out Jay. I know that's where you live, but honestly, Old City was. I was introduced to that. My girlfriend and I went out in October.
Mhm.
Went for her birthday and checked out Old City. I was like, damn, people used to live like this. Like they had little ass apartments. Like
Yeah.
you know how they have townhouses side by side. Man, it's
Mhm.
like room by room, and these are what
Mhm.
people lived in. I'm like, but that, I love history. That's always been a thing of
Mhm.
mine. Behind the scenes, I've just a history buff, but try not to do that because too much thinking. I don't need that. What have you been filming recently?
Um, I've been working with this group, YMB in Harrisburg. It's like YMB, Snoop, Deuce, and Honcho. It's my coworker's cousin, and they're pretty hard. They're pretty hard. They have like a raw sound,
Okay.
and they don't really rap like anyone else from Harrisburg. It's pretty cool. They kind
Oh,
of sound like they're from Atlanta when
that's
they're
pretty
there.
sick. I mean,
Mm,
that southern rap. I mean,
mm,
that's a whole different vibe, and music obviously is so like regional when it comes to like style. Like go back and forth on the East Coast West
mm.
Coast thing because how long did that last and still keeps going on. Like
Still going
it's
now.
just such a different vibe. What do you prefer when? I mean, that's the kind of style you like is like southern rap, like southern
Yeah,
hip hop.
I like doing like bangers. I hate doing videos for like slow songs or like I like auto tune songs, but I like bars.
I get what you're saying though, because like
Yeah.
you want to have like a video that builds up, builds that hype, and then you're
Mhm.
the one like you made that
Mhm.
shit. You look at like when you
Mhm.
see the video and that's what you think of, you're like, oh, Chase made that.
I like doing stuff for like stuff I can see myself listening to like when I'm in the gym, like when I'm working out.
Okay.
Cause like those videos, like when like the bass hits and it's like cool transition into like the verse of the hook, you're like, holy fuck, like I feel that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
just
but
cool.
that and in the end, honestly, you made the video. Like that's
Mhm.
the other cool part of it. It's
Yeah,
like I made that shit. Like, yeah, I didn't make
yeah.
the music, but I made that
It's like
shit.
that shit was in my head and I put it
Yeah.
right there.
You put it right on that computer. Damn,
Mhm.
and that's such a talent in itself. Like there's a
Mhm.
lot of people that have, a lot of different ideas. They have a lot of different things in their mind, but like
Mhm.
it's hard to translate. I
Mhm.
mean, you can do it this whole school thing, the education system and everything, but like
Mhm.
the creative side, kids don't have those kind of teachings anymore or ever
Mhm.
are, exposed to it unless
Mhm.
they have somebody to be there for it. And that's just not, people aren't following that trend, but honestly, should be.
I try
You're
to
your own
encourage it.
freelancing, you know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
Yeah. And like, so you encourage, like, what do you encourage that's about going your own route?
I try to tell people like, cause like I feel like all this video stuff is just like super random in my life right now. Cause like I didn't really take pictures, do videos before I started doing it, and I started doing it and kind of just completely like took over my whole life. And I feel like if anyone that wants to like do something, like do that thing. Like, I encourage people to like just go for it
Oh,
because
yeah.
you never know. Like shit could take off.
That's exactly, man. I mean, that's the best thing you could have. Like, that's the
Mhm.
best advice you can give somebody because, like, you got an idea, and if it's something that's going to be able to be used, if
Mhm.
you're thinking in your head, go use it. Go use your talents.
Mhm.
You never know. Like you said, you never truly know. That's
Mhm.
the same thing with Shed Talk. I did not do a podcast.
Mhm.
It was a year ago I started this thing. You know what I mean? Like I'm just fresh to doing this, but I was like, you know what? I literally sat here when Nate and I were doing this, and we were like, what if we did this on camera? You know what I mean? Like you just think of
Exactly.
something. It's
Yeah.
so like who are like you? I mean, obviously you love your bangers, but like who are your favorite artists?
Definitely Kanye West.
We can't talk about
Yeah.
Kanye, but
Yeah.
there
Pierre Bourne. Gucci Mane. Lil Wayne. They're probably my favorite.
you
Yeah, that's
go.
like my top four right now.
I mean, hey, that's great. Top four. I mean,
Mhm.
I've been listening crazy enough. Like I've been listening weirdly enough to a lot of Jack Harlow.
Mhm. He's dope.
Yeah, like he's been growing on me. I had a buddy of mine I used to work with. He always recommended that Jack Harlow, it was right when What's Poppin' became a thing.
Mhm.
And I was like, who is this kid? Like cool beat, but I didn't get into it. And then I was like, but that's a great artist in my
Yeah.
opinion. But like obviously love Kanye myself. I mean, shit.
I should have worn my hat.
Kanye 2024. That's all I'm gonna say. We need him. But nah. So like, tell us some of your like favorite memories, like some of the most memorable people that you've worked with.
Mm. Um, I work with this artist Jelly. He signed to Peerborn, so it's like I'm trying to like get my in there.
You're
'Cause
working your
yeah,
way in, I mean, but that's
yeah,
what it is. It's networking. You know,
mhm,
you'll get there.
I hope so.
You will.
I
Like
hope so.
I'm telling, it's all about. I mean, it's all about being a genuine person in the
Yeah,
end. You know
true.
that. Like it's you're going up. You're doing your. If you do genuine work for somebody too,
Mhm,
they're obviously going to say, "Look, this guy recommended. He
true.
did it for me." Like,
Mhm,
and as long as you're doing good business,
yeah,
that's all that matters. And it's good. And obviously, your videos are dope. You're getting asked by people that are huge in the game. That these are up and coming artists, and they're
mhm.
asking you to do their music video. You're probably like,
It's
"Oh,
kinda surreal.
yeah." It's like, "Oh, okay, sure." That's pretty sick, man. Honestly, but no, like I asked this to a lot of different guests, but like with COVID, obviously over the last year, how did that affect you?
Um, when COVID first hit, I was supposed to go down to Atlanta, and then I couldn't go, so it kinda just, like, shut everything down for, like, 2 months, and I was, like, depressed. It sucked so much, and then I got that jelly placement, and it kinda everything kinda, like, turned around a little bit and started, like, going again. It was stressful, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a stressful time. It's nobody knew what the hell they were gonna do.
Mhm,
Nobody knew how to react. I
mhm.
mean, you think about it. It was literally a year ago when everything happened. You're like,
The whole world changed.
yeah, we went through this. What? How? Only a year ago?
Yeah.
Excuse me, shit. But like, no, I bet it has to be hard. I mean, in
Mhm.
every industry's been affected in any different way, but like you find ways. I mean, how did you kind of get yourself out of that depression? How'd you get back on and do this again?
Uh Kinda just talking to Jameson and being like, "I know what I gotta do, like, I can't just sit here and sit in the house and just play Call of Duty all day, like, it's like I gotta work, gotta do something."
Yeah,
I was just hitting up random people to see if they needed a video edited, because like, nobody was really I mean, I wasn't filming, but a lot of people weren't, like, going out and, like, filming, like, random people and whatnot, because everyone was scared to get it.
right.
So it was, like, real hard to get footage sent to me, but, like, I just got lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got real lucky.
What was the video, or what are the recent videos
Mm,
that have been like you've
well
been doing with I saw obviously the Maddox one, but like
mm.
what else you got going on?
Uh, I got some cool stuff coming, but, like, I have a lot of stuff, like, in the vault right now. I don't know if it's ever gonna come out because I feel like once the video is done, usually people either put it out right away or, like, they'll, like, have a plan. Like, if they don't, it's usually probably not gonna come out.
Right,
Like, I have
yeah.
some stuff with some people, but, like, I haven't talked to them about it since, like, last year, like, last December. It sucks too, because like, I put, like, 30 hours into it, 40 hours into it, and it's just like, it's nothing.
It
I just
really is
forget
a game
about
of
it.
chance, obviously. I mean,
Mhm,
you're doing your own business. You're pretty much running a business out of your creativity. I mean,
mhm.
but I mean, isn't it? I would say, and maybe you'll agree, like it's worth the sacrifice in
Oh,
the end.
100%. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like you kind of know, like you know you have a talent, so why not just use it? It's not you always have to fail to succeed. I mean, there's
Mhm,
always that step back that you got to take and get those two steps forward in the end. Like
mhm,
you're gonna get hit. I mean, hell, I feel you there. I had that happen obviously with this. I
mhm,
went down a host. I'm doing this on my own. Obviously, like it affects you in ways, but like
mhm.
you get out of it, you build, and you just continue to grow and you do your thing. You
Yeah,
know.
you really just gotta do your thing, just keep pushing, moving forward.
Yeah, and
Mhm,
that's all you can do. I mean, that's life in general. We all know that. We talk about mental health a lot, obviously, in the shed, and it's why it's here. You know, it's a good place to talk about it because it's not. You know, we all go through shit.
mhm,
Whether it's the COVID stuff, we go through our own mental mind. Everything kind of ties in, but the only thing you can do is just be. You grow yourself, you grow as a person. You got to continue doing the best thing you can do because I mean, you only get today, right?
mhm,
You got to try for tomorrow. See if we can get there.
mhm.
But no, but the question from the community was funny. He is sitting in the audience. Obviously, you brought him. Shout out Nikki the Jet. He's here. He's here. He's making his comeback. But what was it like growing up? Where you came from? Like, where did you come from?
I'm from Edders, Pennsylvania.
Edders. My
Yeah.
cousin's from Edders. Like family friends from Edders. Yeah.
Mm,
So you came from Edders.
mhm.
So I mean, what was it like coming from Edders, PA, and
It
being
was
here
like
now?
it's like a really small area, and, like, there's like Trump flags everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
it's like a it's kind of like a different world compared to Harrisburg, and like it's like super country, and there's a lot of trucks.
A lot of trucks. What's crazy is it's only like 20 minutes down the
Mhm.
road. Like, damn.
It's a whole different world.
It really is. This
Mhm.
area is wild. Like, the city of Harrisburg is so different. Like,
Mhm.
it's all live. It's very young now. Like, it's
Mhm.
very everybody's around and obviously going downtown. It's a nice city.
If you go 30 minutes in any direction,
Yeah.
it's country.
It's like, what the hell? You go, like you said, you could leave the city and there's how many Trump flags going down the street?
Mhm.
Shit. Take them down, please. But now, so outside of music, obviously video editing, like, what are some of your favorite things to do outside of that? And I mean, with
Mm.
work and everything, what else do you do?
I hang out with my family. I hang out with Jameson like all day, every day. I hang out with my little brother a lot. I hang out with Nikki and Feeve a lot.
Damn,
Yeah,
that guy's the goat.
yeah, that's my guy.
So, like, obviously, like, you do a lot and you're doing a lot of great stuff. Like, what kind of advice do you have for people that are that creative type and they want to expose themselves, even if it like through music editing or yeah,
Mm.
video editing or anything? Like, what advice do you have?
Learn as much as possible and just work as much as possible too, and try to work with as many people as possible. Because like the more people you work with, the more you network, the more your name gets spread around, the more people will see your stuff, hear your stuff. Yeah.
I mean, that's great advice.
Mm. Oh.
Networking is all it takes. I mean,
Mm.
and now that things are kind of opening up again, like it's nice to be out and about and excuse me, talk with people again.
Mm.
It's we're getting that normalcy again. But me and obviously like social media had to have been another great outlook for you too. I mean,
Mm.
do you have any like tips or like of advice, or is it really just like obviously it must be the videos, just everybody's like, oh, go follow that guy. Like,
Well, I was kind of like I'm kind of a troll on Twitter. I like joke around a lot. I feel like
nothing
it
wrong
kind of
with that.
helps because like I make a lot of jokes, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like it causes people to not really like fuck with my stuff. But I feel like whenever I like do stuff on social media that's like a little too much, and people don't fuck with me,
Nah,
I gotta like
you gotta
come
be a
out hard. I
troll.
gotta come harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes me have to like make the art stand on its own. So people are like, you know what, Chase is an asshole sometimes, but you know what, this is crazy.
Hey, but you gotta have the persona. I mean, hey, you
Yeah.
gotta do what you like. That Twitter's my favorite app. Like,
Mhm.
I'm the same way. I like to troll
Mhm.
Twitter a little bit. And like you said, it's one of them things. Like, either you fuck with it, you don't fuck with
Mhm.
it. You either get like no likes or you get like 50, and you're
Yeah.
like, damn, all right, people fucked with this thought, but like they hated what I said a minute ago.
Yeah.
It's okay, but nah, it's another way to express yourself. I feel like that's the
Mhm.
app that like you can do that, and obviously, like you said, you control really anybody you want.
Mhm.
That's the fun of it.
Yeah.
I love roasting Mate on Twitter. That's one of my favorite things to do, to be
I
honest.
enjoy seeing it. Not gonna lie,
That
it's fun.
is one of my and Neil. I mean, Neil gets a little bit of love here and there. Shout out the guy in the back, you know. But no, I mean, that's great. Obviously, we all gotta do what we gotta do, grow how we gotta grow.
Mhm.
But yeah. So
I got another tip.
give us another tip.
It's be undeniable at anything you do. Like
Be
if you want to do something, fucking be the best at it. So no matter what, no one can say anything to you. You make the best songs, you make the best beats, you make the best mixing, videos, anything. Just try to be the best you possibly can. Be undeniable.
That is some of the best advice. I mean, how are you gonna do what you want to do if you're not being the best at it at the same
Mhm.
time? You always have competition.
Mhm.
There's other people trying to do what you're doing. How do you stand out? Find ways.
Mhm.
Your niche. You got to be unique. There's a lot of different things to it, but like you said, you got to have the drive in the
Mhm.
end too. That is, yeah,
It's hard.
that's
It's
it
hard to
is
keep it.
hard.
It
I
really
mean,
is.
think about it. Every day. Like you got to go do something different every day. You have your good days. You
Mhm.
have your really, really bad days. You have your in betweens. How do you keep motivated every day? Really,
Mhm.
it's tough.
Like
Like you got to figure it out, right?
yeah, there's days I don't even touch my laptop. There's be 2, 3 days where I don't touch it, and I'm just. But then like on that third day, I'm like, dude, I'm wasting my fucking life right now. I'm like miserable on that third day when I don't touch it,
Yeah.
and then I get back into it, and it's like,
You're back.
yeah, it's like I'm home.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I get that because like I obviously I do a lot of things behind the scenes, Shed Talk wise, like just trying to promote it and trying to grow it and do everything I can with it.
Mhm.
There's days I don't want to look at it.
Mhm.
There's days I'm like, you know what, fuck this shit. Like honestly,
Yeah.
it's just like you need a break from what you
Mhm.
do and what you love to do because there's other things you love to do.
Mhm.
Like I personally would rather spend all my time streaming and playing FIFA. I'm still trying to figure out how to set up my Twitch, which that sounds very boomer of me, but I've yet to do that. But I still play a lot of FIFA. So, but that's like you have to have that escape. You have to
Mhm.
have a way out. You have to get away from what you love to enjoy it a little bit more.
Mhm.
Because you can just have your days off.
Mhm.
Why not? Lay around, do nothing. Like
Yep.
you have to have them days, or you're gonna burn yourself if
Yeah,
you don't.
exactly.
And
Yeah,
burning out is the worst thing you can do.
yeah, I tend to do that to myself a lot.
Burn yourself out.
Yeah, like 4 or 5, like 12-hour editing days in a row, and then, like, on that last day, it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's hard. Like, my brain's fried.
Oh yeah, you're working hard on a
Mhm.
project, like that project you got it done. You're like, I need a beer or six. Like I'm good. But yeah, no, I get it. Trust me. There's days.
Mhm.
Just like work. I mean, shit. What do you do for work?
I just work at a warehouse right now.
There you go.
Yeah, I
Nothing
just work.
wrong with that. Putting the
Yeah.
bread in.
It sucks, but I feel like I only stay there because like, my boss kinda lets me do whatever I want. Not, like, whatever I want, but, like, I can call off, like, a lot. I talked to him about, like, my video career, and he's pretty cool about it.
That's pretty
So, like,
sick.
yeah. So, like, if I'm like, "I gotta go to Philly this day," he'll let me have off that day and go to Philly.
That's pretty sick.
Mm,
Yeah, see, I mean especially because you already you're open about it. You told him like, hey, like
mm.
I told my boss the same thing, like about my podcast, and he jokingly was like, when can we talk about baseball? I'm like, whenever you want, honestly, I don't care. But no, I mean that would be you have to have a boss. It's like that's what keeps you going at
Mhm,
work. Like that boss, that person that you could that helps you, but
mhm,
also realizes you might want to do something outside of work.
mhm.
Like I don't want to work for a corporation forever. It's
Exactly.
not my goal. I want to be my own. I want to have what Neil has. Keys to the kingdom. But, you know, that's all right. We'll get there. Well, obviously, guys, well, thank you obviously for stopping in, Chase.
Thank
It's
you for
nice to
having me.
finally have you here.
Mm,
Fuck, it's been a whole year, obviously, with COVID. I mean, I thought we probably followed each other about a year ago and kept
mhm.
up, and here we are. But
To never.
better late than never, and a great place to do it.
Mhm.
So, well, where can they actually find you?
Um, my I'm, IceWaterChase on all social media platforms.
That is ice, like an ice cube, water that it melts into, and chase. Yeah,
Yeah.
made it simple. I don't know why I said that, but whatever. I thought about it. Yeah,
I
you gotta
like
do what we gotta do.
it.
Whatever. But yeah, so oh, you guys know where to find me. Tony Shed Talk across the board as well. But before we go, I love to end with the final shed thought. This one this week, I've been having, obviously we all go through those times. We go through some different things, life lessons,
Mm,
if you will. Mine today is, life is too short. And the reason I say that, everybody, I think, and I think the both of you, as actually all four of us in the room could agree, we have a painted picture in our minds of what life is going to be, right? What we want, how we want to do it. And I'm starting to lean towards why have that, maybe have a blank idea because every day something changes. Every
mhm,
day something different happens. Maybe something didn't go your way. Maybe something was delayed. A lot of things that could be out of your control, for example. And I get frustrated personally. I get very frustrated. I'm sure everybody could agree with that kind of thing. Like we all get mad. We all get, disappointed when something doesn't go your way. You don't take the anger out on others or, don't show that because they didn't do it. And that's why, I had that personal realization, my things that I was doing were affecting others and can't have that. Like it's not their problem. And, I'm very much an advocate of, I got to figure my own shit out. So, but that's the biggest thing. Like life is too short. We can't get too stressed about this stuff that doesn't happen the way you want it to. Stuff happens the way it's going to, and stuff will always continue to happen. Just do what you're doing. Do your life. Like just live. And because life's too short, you don't know if you have tomorrow. I've said that before, but like that's reality. You have so much that you could lose in a day. You never know. So like have that picture, but don't rely on the picture. Don't make it a blank canvas. Live that life. Make it paint it as you go. Don't think that that's where you're going to go. That's my thought today. I don't know. Yeah.
It's deep.
Yeah.
I like
So
that.
I hit deep sometimes. Well, actually most of the time at the end it's usually what I do, but
Tomorrow's
yeah.
gonna be a blank canvas for me.
Hey, that
Mm-hmm.
it is the beginning of a new month. It's the beginning of a new week.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys will find us on Sunday. So as always, Sundays are for the shed. So, yeah. So, well, thank you guys. Appreciate you stopping in,
Appreciate
Nick.
you
Nice
having
to
me.
have you back, even though you're, just chilling in the corner. It's all right. It's always good to see you. Always a blessing. But as always, we like you, we love you. We'll see you guys next time in the shed.